Do me a favor, homie. Start me off from the beginning. Tell me where you was born and where you grew up at.
Oh, I'm most definitely from the north side of Nashville. Salem Town. Land of the Lost. Blood City. We down there by ourselves. We at the bottom of North Nashville.
Tell me a little bit about your upbringing, like two-parent household, one-parent household, siblings.
One-parent household, me and my little brother, R.I.P., just died last year.
I feel that.
But yeah, my mama did, we was regular household. I ain't gonna say we was poor, but we wasn't rich. You feel me?
So you would say like a cross between middle America and poverty?
We most definitely under the middle. You feel me? But you wouldn't have never thought it the way our mama worked her ass off to take care of us. You feel me? So, and seeing that is what drove us to get out there and get it on our home and hustle, because we didn't want to see our mama work so hard.
So would you say that's what initially introduced you to the streets?
Well, yeah, that and seeing it, growing up around it. That's all we seen on our block. Dope boys.
Around what years would you say like you initially made your introduction into the streets?
As far as, I'm going to say early, around 13, 14 years old. See, we started off stealing cars first, young.
But more specifically, like what year? Late 80s, early 90s?
Oh, that was like 93, 94. I was born in 80.
So give me a rundown on what Nashville was like in the early 90s.
Nashville was the shit in the early 90s. Everybody was rich. Wasn't nobody broke in the 90s. Dope was cheap. Who was in office in the 90s? Clinton.
And the Bushes.
And the Bushes.
I feel that.
It was plentiful. The 90s was lovely. That crack was just not hidden. Well, I ain't gonna say it was just not hidden, but it was hitting hard. Everybody was making money. If you was broke in the 90s, you wasn't no hustler.
So what was like some prominent names as far as the streets go wide in like the early 90s? Like just citywide, like not necessarily your particular area, but just citywide, some names you could ring off and people in that particular generation, like, yeah, he was one of them guys.
Oh man, I can't tell you their names or who they is, because I don't know what these people got going on. But on any side of town, you can go and find somebody from Nashville that was making the shake. Every side of town was getting money. That's what we known for. Our name is Cashville. Buck gave it, said it right. That's all we know is money. Money, cash, hold. Money is in there twice.
So more specifically with you, because you OG Killa, a prominent name here in Nashville. Who were some people you looked up to? Like as far as the streets go in the early 90s at a young age, teenager. Like who were some people you looked up to and said, I want to be like them guys? You don't got to say that name specifically, but you know.
I looked up to Big Phil. I looked up to Big Pete, R.I.P., Africo, R.I.P. These guys was legends. They was getting money, the McQuitties. See, we seen people getting real money, and they used to give back. They used to give us. It was like our fathers without having a father. You feel me? Like you can go to these dudes and get anything. They wouldn't give you drugs, but they'll give you money.
Right.
You feel me? They'll buy you shoes. They'll buy you clothes. You feel me? So I wanted to be like that. They got all the cars.
Because that was the stuff you seen in your
childhood. They
child.
got all the women.
Right.
They got all the money. Who wouldn't want it?
That was your definition of success because that's what you saying.
That's all we seen.
I feel that.
You come a product over your environment.
Most definitely. And I advocate that. I talk about that a lot. Like people are a product of their environment for the most part.
Yeah, you're a product of your environment.
You know what time it is, don't you? Shut up. Hello. Yes. Shut it.